The Modern Warfare 2 second week of beta is finally here, and I wanted to give my thoughts and impressions on everything I've experienced so far. Now, I've just started playing the second week of beta, so all of the footage that you're watching is from the first. As a massive Call of Duty fan, I wanted to give my thoughts and impressions on everything that is great about this game, and some of the things that will probably need to be tweaked. So, starting off with the general gameplay, gunfire feels amazing. It feels very reminiscent of the original Modern Warfare 2, which is fantastic. That's what we were hoping for. But the recoil is very different, and the attachments actually feel like they play a massive role in how you play the game now, rather than just simply, okay, so they slightly decrease your ADS in terms of bettering your rate of fire, something like that. Your attachments really do matter. For instance, if you were to use just the standard iron sights, your accuracy is going to be terrible because you're going to have a muzzle flash going off permanently in your face. It's going to be annoying as hell. Whereas if you put a red dot sight on there, things get a lot better. And the same goes with the grips, that you can feel the recoil control working, which is something that you didn't really experience in previous games unless you're using something ridiculous like the Bruin. Movement mechanics are pretty cool. Apparently there was no slide cancelling. That was disproven within the first, I think, 2 days. Sniping in the game is incredible. Now, whether that's going to be nerfed or not in the main game, I have a feeling that Infinity Ward will want to do something about that. But as it stands right now in the beta, using something like this gun right here, it is so reminiscent of using something like the Intervention from Modern Warfare 2. It feels great. If you get a good shot, it's a KO. There's no, you have to hit him 2-3 times with a 50 cal bullet. It just feels like you can actually have fun as a quick scoper in this game, which is something we have not really had in a Call of Duty for a long time. Third person mode is so weird, but so cool. Like, it feels like one of the best third-person modes we have in gaming right now, which is fantastic. It feels similar to Fortnite, but at the same time, the going from third-person to first-person shooting, it feels very, very smooth, very fluid. The only thing I will say is if you are going to play third-person game mode, you're going to want a gun that has primarily great ADS, because the time that it takes to zoom in from third-person to first, it just isn't worth it. So if you can just run and gun and hip fire, that'd be perfect. That's amazing. Maybe a little bit overkill, if anything. Alright, so let's talk about the new game modes. I played 2 of them. I think a new one came out with the latest beta. I will have some footage of that coming out soon. But the first one I played was Prisoner Rescue. This is pretty simple. You go, grab a prisoner, and you have to get him to like an extraction point. This is really fun because when you're holding the prisoner, you can only use a pistol if you have it. If not, you have to just run around with your fists. Or you can drop the prisoner, whack out an assault rifle, take out anybody in your way. Whether or not I'm going to be playing this personally on a regular basis, I doubt it. But if you want to break from TDM or, search and destroy or something, it's fun. The other game mode that was added is Knockout. This one's pretty simple. You either take out everybody on the opposing team, or you can grab a package and hold on to it, and the last player holding the package at the end of the round wins that round for their team. Simple, but again, it makes for a nice little break from the monotony that Call of Duty can sometimes make you experience. Looking at the weapons, it's really nice to have a nice clean arsenal rather than whatever the hell happened towards the end of Warzone. The gunsmith mechanic is going to take a little bit of getting used to. It's not that bad. I think it's a really cool way of doing things, especially the progression aspect. But then you have other issues that may come up, such as store-bought items. How is that going to affect things? So that's going to be a really weird learning curve, but it isn't as daunting as people are making it out to be. Perks are pretty simple. You start off with 2 perks, and then as you progress through the game, I don't know whether it's based on points or kills or just time periods, but you then unlock the other 2 perks that you've selected, essentially ending up with 4 perks by the end of the game if you have completed all your objectives. Not that it matters to many people, but the main menu is really clean. It's got a highlighted area for game modes that are trending, which is a nice little touch, especially if there's something like double XP on, you can just jump straight into it. And of course, the one thing that I loved as a console player, somebody who's moved from PC to console, which is a very weird transition, FOV settings, both first person and third person, are actually in this game. So that pretty much wraps up my initial thoughts for Modern Warfare 2. This game is so much better than I thought it was going to be. I was praying to God that Infinity Ward weren't going to mess it up, especially considering how much the community loved the original game. And so far, besides skill-based matchmaking still being a thing and a couple of like little things they could tweak throughout the game, I feel like they've done a really brilliant job of delivering everything that the community wanted from Modern Warfare 2, and how they implement that into Warzone 2 is going to be, I feel like, one of the most important things and one of the biggest transitions for the Call of Duty series going forward. I'm recording this late at night, by the way, so if I sound kind of tired or mundane, that is why. But I am very excited for this game. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.